Hey, what's happening, family? You're in tune to the all-new Blaze 4:20 a.m. and we lit. Put your hands together right now. We have on the line the man, the myth, the legend. He's a North Side rider, a T-Town representative. He's OG Waba.
Nice. What it do,
I do what I can, brother. I do what I can to try to make it happen. You know what I mean? I do what I can, bro. You know what I mean? Right on, man. Glad you could join us, man. Talk about this music thing, man. You've been putting it down for a long time. When did you first get off into this music thing, fam?
Man, way back in 94, 95.
94, 95. That's back when it was fresh. Yeah, your boy was on Fresh Jam. It was 103.5 up in the TULSA. And, of course, you and I met. And Tony Estes was doing her thing at this particular time. And, of course, you've been matriculating through this rap game the entire time. And you're still in it to win it right now. Talk about the levels of this thing, man.
Now, as far as levels, what do you mean as far as levels?
Having the ability to sustain this long.
We come from the era of analog, right?
Okay.
And when we would make music, let's say the music had 16 tracks.
Okay.
We would have to wait for what we call a pass. So if the song is 4 minutes, you had to wait 4 minutes for the kick to say boom, boom.
Okay.
So I look at it, it taught me a lot of patience. So
okay.
When it comes to trying to just maneuver through the game,
right,
it's steps.
Okay.
So, and it disciplined my mind to think like that.
Mm-hmm.
And so, I was able to put my head in there every now and then. I'm still out here, Clifford, say a little something. And,
that's right.
Yeah.
Right on, man. Right on. So, what's the difference between the analog and the digital world, man? Because it is the distinct difference. Talk a little bit about that, man.
Analog is just, it captures you. You know what I mean? It's more natural.
Okay. The sound.
Yeah, most definitely the sound. So if you're a crate digger.
Right, crate digger. Right on.
You know what I'm saying?
Already.
When you looking for the perfect beat,
you're
looking for the best sound, or a unique sound. You digging it through them records, and that's analog. And and you digging through just different genres of it, just trying to find the perfect beat, the perfect sound. With this digital, it's like all right there at your fingertips, but it's easy to get lost in it when you're just even trying to search for sounds.
Okay. Right on. I can dig that. Times are changing so rapidly, man, from what they were then to what they are now. And of course, the digital to analog to digital world is definitely a part of that. You had some influences that made a mark on you, man, in this music game. Talk about that, please.
Yeah, I could talk about that. Like now, I was influenced by on different levels.
Okay.
Which level would you like me to?
Well, first of all, let's talk about some local influences. Right in the T-Town, man, Leon Rollerson, just for example.
Yes. Oh man, rest in peace to him too. May Allah be pleased with his efforts, man, and he be granted paradise, because that was a really, really good brother.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, it was people like him and people like Leo Okiki, these are just the legends around here, right?
Right.
That, in my opinion, just don't get the respect that's due to them. They were the ones that even made it possible to where, let's say you in the town, we in Oklahoma,
right?
Sure. There's no record companies. There's no film companies. It's not like we're on the West Coast where you can mail yourself up in and jump out of box and audition. There's nothing here, right?
Right.
So if you have the dream to want to make music,
Mm-hmm.
they were some of those people that was right there to make somebody that have a thought like that in a town where the possibilities is forget about it.
That's right. That's right.
But they were a stepping stone to be able to, say you could do it. And those were the guys that made it possible for me when I decided to say, I'm going to do this. Leo provided the studio, and Leon Rollison provided the means of public access television and utilizing that guerrilla market.
Right on, man.
You know?
Right on. Absolutely, man. So what made you jump back into this musical lake right now, in this point where we are in life right now?
Okay. Yeah, that's a good question. So, like we just talked about just a second ago, digital versus analog.
Mm-hmm.
I think digital been winning. And with it been winning, we see where that takes us. It's then taken us into thoughts that we would never even normally even think about.
Okay.
So analog is better. So what made me decide to do that is because my influences come from that analog era.
Right on, for sure.
I remember seeing my daddy apologize to my mama through music. So
that's real. I don't mean to cut you off, but that's some real player stuff right there, man. You know what I mean? That's real player. You know what I mean? Right. Shouts out to Waba's pops with the real OG move right there. You know what I mean? I mean, real player, man. Real player. Right. Let them do the talking for me. I can dig it. Sure enough, man. I like that. I like it, man.
And right now, digitally, it's not going there. There's nothing to really get you an apology in there. There's nothing in there on the level of even talking on any of the different levels in which digital has caused people to think about or to dwell on.
Right on.
So I feel like it's that time for me because I got the soundtrack to the whole thing. You know what I mean? I got the soundtrack to it.
Okay, so you talk about the soundtrack. Yeah. You've been talking about that a lot. The soundtrack. What does the soundtrack mean to you, brother? What does that mean?
All of the different, and this is without, specifying any specific, I guess you could say, all of what people may be dwelling on. Mm-hmm. We got you, I could name, one or two that would be the obvious, but we don't need to talk about that, right?
Okay.
I've got the like I talked about my apologizing to my mama through music.
Sure.
I've got a song with a rhythm or something that when you hear it, you can identify with. And it's the soundtrack to it.
Well, man, you've been going around as of late, going to different spots, different clubs, blowing up the stage. Man, talk about that, because you were actually on the stage last night, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep. I mean, it's been a heck of an experience. For one, let me just say this, right?
Right on.
I like to see the faces of people to where they think, oh man, who is this cat right here? You know what I'm saying?
And you hear them bars, huh?
Yeah. And it's always a beautiful thing. And it's hey, whenever y'all ready to give me your amens, I will represent this city. I will represent this state. And it'll be something you can be proud of. I ain't gonna plastic pimp or none of that. And that's the reception I've been receiving. It's like, okay, yeah.
Well, we talk about this, man, and talk about how these young cats out here feel as though hip hop and rap is exclusive to them. And this is our thing, man. It came out when we were shorties, when we were growing up in this musical game, man. That was part of our soundtrack, man. So I think as far as hip hop, rap, spitting that real fire, I really feel like that's our age group, man, from the 45s to
Most
55s
definitely.
to 60s. I think
That's
those are the
right.
real fire spitters, man. I mean, these other cats with this mumble thing, I'm not really feeling it. I'm not feeling it. Not feeling it. So talk about the difference now in the way people rap and the way somebody like yourself takes command of the mic with a lot of stage presence, a lot of mic presence, and really do it in the right way.
Nice. One, you know what I learned? The most important thing when you on that stage is sounding the way you sound on that CD or that DVD.
Mm,
So I
right on.
don't get swayed by what I'm gonna wear, what
Okay.
kind of shoes I'm gonna put on,
Uh huh.
whether or not these chicks. Nah,
Right on.
only thing I'm concerned with is what's the sound man gonna do. Yeah, and that's
Already.
it.
Already, man. What is your vision for OG Waba going forward musically? Where do you see yourself going forward, brother?
Take over the world. But I got the brain. I need a pinky. Hey, like I've been watching a lot of cartoons over the last few years. You know what I'm saying? Having
Right
little
on.
ones and stuff like that. There's this movie called Princess and the Frog, right? I
Okay.
don't know if you ever seen it,
Right
but the
on.
Shadow Man, he say I could use it for everything but myself.
Right
If I
on.
could use this magic for everything but myself, I need y'all to give me the amen. So whenever y'all give me the amen, then the sky's the limit, and I'll take it from there. Yeah, most definitely.
Already. Already, man. So, who are some of the people right now in this game, man, that you respect and you would honor in this rap music game, man?
Now, when you say honor, what do you mean?
People who you have respect for their craft, the way they do it, their level of professionalism, the way they come prepared every day, just on any level. Just who are some of the MCs that you like and who you put on your speakers? Who are you rocking in your iTunes, in your headphones right now?
Nice, nice. I mean, if I had to look to the big people who I would, say that I definitely was influenced by,
Mm-hmm.
to where if I really want to hear something, I'm gonna go back and then listen to their stuff. It's gonna be Ice Cube, Death Certificate album, most definitely.
Wow.
Uh, yeah, Summer Vacation, all of those. Oh my goodness, he was just a hellified MC storyteller. And then Chuck D, anything Public Enemy. You know what I mean? As far
Okay.
as from uh, the upper echelon level. Other than that, I don't listen to rap. I rather listen to the oldies because it's yeah. I just rather listen because that's what I'm a hip hop baby, like you say. We were born when this stuff was created. We were the ones that saw scratching for the first time.
That's right.
Uh,
Absolutely, man. That's
Break
right, brother.
dancers,
That's right.
uh,
Yeah.
Ataris, the
The
video game
centipede,
consoles, all
all
this
that.
stuff. Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
man.
So,
Yeah.
so I try to incorporate that, and I try to ground myself with people who still are basics. Let's stick to the basics,
Mm-hmm.
and those guys were the epitome of that.
Absolutely, man. So if you weren't doing music right now, what would you be doing?
You know what? I was going to say in the tech field, but no, I would be growing butter, growing weed, growing so I can make the Waba butter. Yeah, I would just
Waba
be
butter.
doing that.
Let's talk a little bit about that because, of course, this is Blaze
Yeah,
AM
Blaze
420,
420.
and we lit. We are the first and only cannabis radio station in the state of Oklahoma. So, with that being said, it's only right that we talk about the Waba butter. Put me up on game,
Man,
man.
man, first of all, let me say this. It is exclusive, exclusive, exclusive. Because,
Uh huh.
man, I'm gonna start filming the reactions of people's faces when that Waba butter kick in. Because, hey, but yeah, that Waba butter, man. Let me tell you, grown, processed from my own created strand.
Mm-hmm.
You know, called OG Waba.
Well, how can people get some of that great Waba butter if they'd like to get down with you?
Man, you gotta know somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody.
Mm.
Yeah, because, and here's the reason for it. There's very few dispensaries that have refrigerators.
That's right.
So as far as when it comes to packaging and stuff
Uh-huh.
like that, it's got to
Uh-huh.
be special order. So you know, I mean, we making moves behind the scenes, different places, but you know that we've ran trials through. But other than that, you've got to know somebody.
So this is
Know
something real.
somebody.
This is real exclusive type stuff right here, y'all. You know, real exclusive.
Yeah,
Talking
and haven't had not
exclusivity
one complaint. Yep. So
already, man.
that's what I would be doing. I would be definitely devoting my time, my resources, all of my, I guess you could say, my marketing knowledge that I've acquired, you know, in the music game and trading, you know, rare vinyls and, you know, just all of the stuff that I learned from that. I would be putting it into the butter. I'm gonna get it there eventually, but I'm a
Okay.
one man band.
Well, you know, of course, we will be having more information as we go along about Waba Butter, some advertisements, and of course, you're going to be doing some live remotes, a live broadcast coming up very shortly, man, on Blaze 420 AM. We Lit. Talk about your future performances and your live broadcast coming up.
All right. Well, you know, let's let the cat out the bag on them, huh? So basically, we're gonna do a release. And so the whole build up that I've been doing is basically just to tune me back up, man, to where I'm respected as an MC. You know, and do a live remote, and bring a special guest and make it real special.
Well, we dig it, man. Talk about, you have a couple of tracks playing right now on Blaze 420 AM. Talk about those specifically, man.
Okay. What we got on there? We got a TULSA,
Already.
and the other one is what Streets is Talking, I think, or
Uh-huh.
is it which?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Streets is Talking.
That's right.
So those are two of three singles that I plan on going with.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason that I say that is because I know which one that I want to be able to say, yeah, this is the single, which is TULSA. But at the same time, you know, putting together these press kits, they like to have 2 or 3 songs.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just a matter of whatever everybody else feeds off more. That's the one we'll shoot a video for, and then that's the one that we'll, you know, just see how if they're ready for me to do it or not. They're ready to give me them amens.
Man, we're definitely giving you the amens and the shouts and the whoop whoops and the yeehaws and all that right here at Blaze 420 AM. You know what I'm saying? All that, man. All that. We appreciate you, man. You know, taking some time with us and getting down with us, man, letting us know what it is. You know, man, we know that, you know, we can expect some great music coming from you and your camp, man. You know, of course, you always do it at the highest level. With respectability, with professionalism, and you always come with that straight fire, because this is one thing about Waba. Waba can spit now. Now, you want to talk about this and that, Waba can spit. Waba can spit, man. Ain't no doubt about it. So, Waba, man, we appreciate you taking some time hanging out with us, man. We're looking forward to more great music and hanging out with you on this journey, man. We appreciate you, brother.
Most definitely, man. I appreciate you, you know, reaching out to me, man.
Word up. Keep it locked in. You're in tune to the all-new Blaze 420 AM, and we lit. You got your voice with choice, host with the most. Don't mean to brag and boast. Just lift your blunt and let's toast. 2 minutes after the hour. Keep it locked in for more great music. It's Blaze 420 AM, and we lit.